Today we are going to talk about alignment, one of the key reasons why OKRs are introduced in companies. Alignment is often a challenge, frequently highlighted in OKR reviews. There are two types of alignment: vertical alignment, ensuring teams, departments and groups align with the company's strategic goals, mission and vision, and horizontal alignment, ensuring teams across different departments work cohesively, avoiding contradictions and duplication of efforts. When addressing alignment challenges, identify whether the issue is with vertical alignment, horizontal alignment, or both. In today's lesson, we will explore the concepts of cascading and laddering goals and discuss models to effectively implement both top-down and bottom-up OKR approaches. This is the goal of today's lesson. The first way to link OKRs at different levels is through cascading, a classical approach, where high-level OKRs are broken down into lower levels. For example, if a company OKR has a key result to increase CRM solution sales by 10%, this key result becomes an objective for the sales team. The sales department's objective is then to increase CRM solution sales by 10%. This top-down approach continues, with department's key results becoming objectives for individual teams. Another approach is laddering OKRs, which allows for more autonomy and empowerment at lower levels. Instead of strict cascading, departments and teams look at company objectives and decide how they can best contribute, even if it's not directly stated in the key result. For example, if the company has a key result to increase CRM solution sales by 10%, the sales department might set an objective to build a stronger sales team, understanding that their current team can't achieve the 10% increase. They might create key results such as hiring 2 sales managers with CRM experience. This bottom-up approach enables departments and teams to identify and act on what is important for their success while supporting overall company objectives. Should you use cascading or laddering OKRs? The answer is both. Balance the two approaches for optimal results. Aim for a balanced mix such as 50-50 depending on the context. And next is, how do you align your teams? Based on our experience with clients, we have identified 3 commonly used models for aligning OKRs: classic, roadmap, and flat. While these are not the only models, they are the most frequently seen. We will explore each model in more detail to help you decide which one fits your organization best. Let's look at classic alignment model. This involves cascading OKRs across all organization levels: company, department, and team. The process is as follows. The company crafts and shares its OKRs, department then create their OKRs based on their company's OKRs, and then teams craft their OKRs based on department's OKRs. Let's look at an example. Suppose we have a company objective for 2024, secure Series B funding of over 60 million euro. One key result to measure this is selling 20 CRM solutions. In the classic alignment model, we cascade this key result to the sales department. The sales department then has an objective to sell 20 CRM solutions. They brainstorm key results and decide that integrating with Salesforce would accelerate CRM sales. So a key result becomes integrating the CRM solution with Salesforce, which is assigned to the product team. While this example focuses on cascading, the classic model can also incorporate laddering. For instance, the sales department could set an objective to build a strong sales team, balancing cascading with laddering. Let's examine the pros and cons of the classic alignment model. The pros are strong vertical alignment from top to bottom, works well in stable environments where the business can predict its activities for the quarter, easy to understand and implement, especially for companies new to OKRs. The cons are process heavy, requires defining and grading OKRs at multiple levels in sequence, which can be time consuming, difficult to adapt if priorities change, and low autonomy engagement. Teams have limited say in setting their OKRs, which can reduce motivation. And horizontal alignment challenge, difficult to maintain alignment across departments as they focus on cascading OKRs. While the classic model ensures vertical alignment and is a good starting point, it can be process-heavy, flexible, and challenging for horizontal alignment. Incorporating laddering can help increase autonomy and engagement within this model. Let's examine the roadmap alignment model. The roadmap alignment model is used when a company seeks long-term focus. For example, the company defines long-term OKRs with key results spanning a year or two. Departments are then tasked with breaking this down into shorter periods, creating a roadmap. Let's look at an example. Suppose the company has an objective for 2024: become the technological leader in the industry. One key result to measure this is achieving a micronozzle resolution of 1 micrometer within a year. For the R&D department, these key results become the objective: achieve 1 micrometer resolution for micronozzles. Currently, the R&D department is at over 100 micrometers. They break down this ambitious key result into quarterly milestones, less than 100, 50, and so on, creating a roadmap. This roadmap provides clear milestones for the team and offers leadership a structured path to reach the ambitious goal. Let's look at the pros and cons of the roadmap alignment model. The pros are having long-term focus, team's autonomy in defining the roadmap, reduced quarterly overhead since the objectives and most of the key results remain the same, and better overview of plans for the leadership. The cons are lack of flexibility as long-term key results make it difficult to adapt to changes, challenged horizontal alignment as teams need to align for the future quarters as well, and potential for missing learning opportunities. This model works well in environments with a predefined future, such as R&D, where long-term goals are clear. However, it may lack the flexibility needed for rapidly changing conditions and can complicate horizontal alignment. The last model is a flat alignment model. This approach allows extensive laddering of OKRs and can skip organizational levels. For example, teams can work directly on company OKRs or through chapters or departments, while still maintaining the traditional company department team structure. In the flat alignment model, teams are given freedom and autonomy. They are provided with the company OKRs and may not have department OKRs defined yet. Teams are asked how they can support the company's long-term objectives. Some teams may work directly on company OKRs, while others may prefer to understand their department's focus first before aligning with the company OKRs. This model encourages creativity and flexibility, allowing teams to choose the most effective way to contribute to the company's goals. Let's look at an example using the flat alignment model. The company objective is to secure Series B funding with the key result of selling 20 CRM solutions. In this model, the sales team defines their own objective, such as launching a CRM sales campaign. This is laddering, as the key result does not become the objective. Instead, they determine what is important for them in the quarter. Another key result, improving the CRM solution to reach a 4.7 rating, is handled by the developers. They decided how they can directly contribute to the company's key results, setting their own objectives. So, what are the pros and cons of the flat alignment model? The pros are high autonomy for teams, more empowerment and flexibility by allowing teams to adapt and innovate without rigid constraints. The cons are lack of strategic focus. Teams may come up with ideas that don't align with the overall strategy. Challenge horizontal alignment. Ensuring teams don't contradict or duplicate efforts can be difficult. Tracking difficulties. Monitoring how all team OKRs contribute to company OKRs is challenging. Your choice of model depends on your context and goals. Here's a table summarizing 4 key parameters: flexibility, alignment, team autonomy, and administrative overhead. In summary, consider these key points. Be clear on whether alignment should be vertical, horizontal, or both. Strive for a balance between cascading and laddering. And there are 3 alignment models, but these are not the only ones. I hope this overview of alignment was helpful. In the next lesson, we will discuss OKR levels and teams.